Talk about passion between the live pools and the Warriors. Maybe a little bit too much passion at time, but first time the Warriors have had points taken off them this season, and the live pools have had points taken off them this season, and credit to the Warriors for holding firm down to 7 men at the end. Now we come to the last season's champions, the Superheroes, who've already lost, of course, to live pools 4-2. And straight away, an opportunity for the Daredevils, who are making a really bright start here. Last season's champions under pressure early, and that was just beyond Abhishek Paramsawaran. Yeah, it's just going back to that. The Superheroes following up their 4-2 opening night loss with a 1-1 draw against the Titans last week. That result made to look better, with the Titans winning 6-1 against the FC BANDRA team earlier. As for the Daredevils, well, they lost 1-0 on the opening night to the Warriors, and 2-1 winners over the Sharks last week. So plenty to play for, and the league beginning to have a bit more of an open look about it after the very strong live pools team dropped points in the previous game. It's the Superheroes in blue playing from left to right, bluey purple, and in the orange, predominantly orange, it's the Daredevils playing from right to left. You're watching the fourth and final match of the night. This Thursday night action coming to you in the Bodog Roots Premier League North Division, after the South Boys had their chance last night, and tomorrow night we'll be in Jehu for 3 live games for you on one play, starting at 6:45 PM IST, Indian Standard Time. Big thank you to all our sponsors, not only one play, the broadcast partners, but the Flag Company, our branding partner. Shot comes in! Well saved by Rohan Tupul. The danger's not clear yet. Another shot will come in from the edge of the area, off the crossbar. Crossbar struck by Rahul P. Kumar, and the Superheroes, after surviving an early scare, giving the Daredevils a scare of their own. Our hydration partner Mikwa, and also must mention our beverage partner Raw Pressery. So Rahul P. Kumar just hit the crossbar. Shrey now, decent ball into the middle, and it'll find its way back to Rohan Tupul, and the Daredevils survive. Jordan Titus and Norza Bapti, the 2 scorers for the Superheroes, in their opening day 4-2 defeat. Then Bapti on this mark again with the goal in the 1-1 draw against the Titans. The Daredevils 2 goals last week, coming courtesy of Sailesh Lakhani and Bhavik Desai. So over the top, headed away by Dino Maria. Entertaining start to this one, that's for sure. It's been another passionate night of football, and passion is what the Bodog Roots Premier League is all about. Some great players, but the professional way in which this league setup is run is a credit to all involved, and it really creates a marvellous sporting community. Obviously we have the Bandra North and South divisions on Wednesdays and Thursdays. On Fridays it's the Jehu division. There's 2 players over on the far side just getting involved, and there's a bit of pushing and shoving, and it's not stopping anytime soon, and Tarang Manjeshwar is involved for the Daredevils. After the frenetic nature of the last game, I think we could do with this one being played in a slightly more calmer spirit, but a yellow card is going to be shown to both. Tarang Manjeshwar is into the book. Just want to identify that player over there on the far side. So 2 players on a yellow card already. Who's the superhero to be booked there? Who's the superhero player just got booked? Referee, I think, having a word with the 4th official to just tell the coaching staff to make sure they're all wearing the orange bibs to differentiate. Of course, the trouble with that is, wearing the orange bibs, the Daredevils are playing in orange. So, can't win really on that front tonight. As soon as that chap on the far side turns around, I'll give you an indication of who else is in the book. That's offside against Norza Bopti. No question, he's one of the danger man. The other player to go in the book was Mikhail Keswani. Mikhail Keswani was the other player yellow carded in that incident. Referee Rajesh, I think, doing the right thing and taking a firm grip on this game after the drama, and I have to say at times unpleasantness of that previous game. Great to see the spirit, but just got to rein it in a little bit. Over the top, that's a decent searching ball. Dina Morea gets a good header to it. Up in the air from Rahul P. Kumar, who's already hit the crossbar in this game. An entertaining start. How long gone? How long gone? How long? How long, sir? 5 minutes gone, and it's going to be a free kick opportunity for the Daredevils. Rahul Sachdev is over it. Wall looks quite close. We've seen how hard it is to blast it through a wall, and that's a credit to the bravery of those in the wall. I wouldn't want Rahul Sachdev blasting one at me from 5 yards away. He's not happy with that, and I think he's got a point. They used the complaining about the wall as a decoy, finally hacked away by Rahul P. Kumar. And here come the superheroes, darting down the left-hand side. It's Mikhail Keswani. Oh, there's another coming together, and Mikhail Keswani, he's already been yellow carded, and I thought there was a push there. Mikhail Keswani has to be careful. It's already 6 minutes in, turning a little bit unpleasant, which I don't like to see. And credit to all the superheroes who are telling Mikhail Keswani just to calm down. And the referee Rogers, I think, giving him his final warning now. Just goes to show how seriously these boys take this Bodog Roots Premier League, which is good to see. Just have some sympathy with the referees on occasion. No referee, I don't think, is making the decision for anything other than an honest mistake if something is done incorrectly, and it happens in football all over the world. Of course, no VAR here yet. We might have instant replay next year, you never know, with the great One Play production team bringing you those great pictures. Have they changed their goalkeeper? Have they changed goalkeepers? Have they changed goalkeepers? Guys, have they changed goalkeepers? Can you ask them? Go and ask them. What number is he? Why is he wearing a bib?
I don't know, maybe. There's a confusion.
So they changed the goalkeeper? Just me. So why is he wearing a bib? You've got to tell me where their goalkeeper is. Just confirming who the keeper there is. Confirmation, Jasmine Magoo in goal for the superheroes and Rohan Tulpul in goal for the Daredevils. 10 minutes gone here. Lively start, that's for sure. Captain for the Daredevils, Rahul Sachdev with the free kick. Heads up in the air just beyond Piyush Murali. Superheroes screaming for it is Rahul Doshi. There's two men through the middle here. They haven't held the line. The flag stayed down, but the keeper comes out together. Rohan Tulpul will be able to, from a Daredevil's point of view, launch another attack. Well, he's gone route one there. Got to be careful of the bounce. The keeper! Oh, he spilled it! Oh, my word! Rohan Tulpul's gone coast to coast. It's only the second time he's seen it this season. And Jasmine Magoo has had an absolute nightmare. The Daredevils lead the superheroes, and Jasmine Magoo has practically thrown that into his goal. Well, it's the second time he's seen it. That was even more spectacular than the one we saw in the Juhu League a couple of Fridays back. Spare a thought for Jasmine Magoo and Rohan Tulpul. Well, you've got to buy a ticket to win the raffle. And boy, did he win the raffle there, Rohan Tulpul. The second time a goalkeeper scored this season in the Bodog Roots Premier League. It can happen in these 8-a-side matches. And the bounce decepted him. So the Superheroes, last season's champions, without a win this season, trail midway through the first half against the Daredevils. Needing to strike back straight away. They give the free kick to Jordan Titus. 2 goals for them against the live pools. Jordan Titus got one of them. They're in again here. Oh, just bounced away with the spin from the onrushing. Tarang Manjaswar over the top now. That's a good ball. Jordan Titus controls. Can he finish? Oh, he goes through. And I just wonder if it had gone down under that challenge from Rowan Tupou, whether it could have been a penalty. But a good entertaining opening quarter of an hour to this one, certainly. Rowan Tupou headed away. Good defensive work from Dino Maraya. Down the line it goes. Now Zabapti is chasing. Route one stuff again. They've got to put the backspin on the ball. If you're going to play those long balls, we've seen it. You let it bounce once, then it's going to skid away from the service. Usain Bolt couldn't catch it. That's how quick this playing surface is here at the magnificent St Andrews Sports Complex, part of the St Andrews School here in Bandra, in vibrant Mumbai, the best Indian city, and the Bodog Roots Premier League, a great part of the sporting culture here in Mumbai now. 12 minutes gone. Superheroes nil, Daredevils 1. And that's kicked out of play. And the Daredevils are giving the Superheroes plenty to think about here. Decent delivery, heads are up. Danger not cleared. It will be now. Can they break? Jordan Titus. Good delivery. They're away. Man in the middle waiting for it is now Zabopti. And that's a really good covering challenge from the Daredevils defender there. Superb work from Dean Donald. Another corner for the Superheroes. It's good strength on the ball from the Superheroes. Shay Suki gets it through, but the Daredevils looking relatively comfortable at the moment. Still a long way to go. We've played, what, 30 minutes of this first half? 2 25-minute halves, of course, in the Bodog Roots Premier League. No injury time as such. The instructions the referees are given due to time constraints is to not play injury time, but they're very good, the referees, on trying to stamp down on any time wasting. And to be fair to the players, no one really does abuse that, and it makes, I think, for a crisper game, we're not waiting for like 7-8 minutes of injury time. Oh, that was a challenge into Dino Maraya, and he's going to be booked a yellow card for the... Oh, he's on 2 yellows. It's Tarang Manjaswar. He's already on 1 yellow and he's gone. And the Daredevils' joy at going a goal up is short-lived. They'll be reduced to 7 men for what is still 36 minutes in total of this game. He's off. And Tarang Manjaswar has to walk. It was a foul on Dino Maraya. And it was a foul that saw referee Raj just produce a second yellow card. So red cards are flying in the last couple of games. One, probably should have had 2 in the last match between Live Pools and the Warriors, and already 1 here. So now we are really going to see what the Daredevils are made of. Another huge bounce, and there's another challenge on the goalkeeper. This time from Payash Murali. And the Daredevils coaching team, Wasim K and Gautamay, along with Manu Kohli, the owners of the Daredevils, really trying to put the wind up their team to encourage them. A long range shot is over the bar. And for the superheroes, Muhammad Ali and Samir Khan, trying to get the message through to Jasmine Magoo. He needs to be a bit more authoritative in the penalty area. Jordan Titus. They don't need to panic here, the superheroes. They may trail, but they've got an awful lot of time left in this game. Still 10 minutes in this first half, 25 minutes to come. We've seen they're capable of creating chances, and they've now got the man advantage. Jordan Titus was trying to thread that one through. Oh, that's a loose one. Piyush Murali does well to keep that in. Murali, has he got the pace to get the better of Shrey Suki? I'd suggest not. And so it proves. Oh, well, it's the two superheroes getting in each other's way. Frenetic pace like so many of tonight's matches. Really good. Really good interjection. He's having a great game defensively so far, Dean Donald. That flag's up against Jordan Titus. It won't count. Flag was up. It won't count. To the disappointment of Jordan Titus' adoring female fan club over on the far side, who gave a cheer. Over the top, looking for Piyush Murali. Should really, on the face of it, be a wave after wave of superheroes attack now, but they're just trying to find their feet. Daredevils are dropping very, very deep indeed, playing with the back four, which is quite severe in an eight-a-side game. But they've got a good goalkeeper in at Rohan Tupul. And they conceded 2 goals, 1 in each game. The 1-0 loss to the Warriors and the 2-1 win against the Sharks. And he, of course, at the moment is the match winner with the only goal of the game. About to come on for the superheroes is Adiraj. Chadha! Look at that shot. It's gone a mile wide. Oh, he's pinched his pocket there. Piyush Murali's in the middle, and it took an interjection from Dino Morea, and now he's offside. Well, I'm not sure that can be offside because Dino Morea was the one that passed it to him. Out wide. Oh, the recently introduced Adiraj unable to get onto it. 7 minutes to go to the break. Superheroes nil, Daredevils 1. Piyush Murali's got goal side. Can he get the shot away? Piyush Murali tries to square it. It's a corner. I thought it might have come off Murali last. And Shrey Suki thinks the same. Rahul Sachdev to take the corner. Comes out to the edge of the area. Well, it's 2-on-2 here. Look at the pace of Adiraj. Oh, but that's a superb tackle. What a half Dean Donald is having. Here's Nikhil Pandey. Nikhil Pandey. Ping for offside. Oh, that was a now well watched. He's gone for it from range again. And of course, the trouble with Jasmine Magoo letting that Rahul Tupul clearance go all the way through him is that they're going to be trying shots and trying to pepper him, particularly now they're only playing with 7, whenever they get the chance inside the half. Oh, nice touch, Adiraj. Another nice touch. And pinged for the foul is Rahul Sachdev now. Which one of the superheroes fancy stepping up to strike this? We've seen Jasmine Magoo put under intensive pressure. Shrey Suki is lining up as if he's going to try and drift this in, and that's what he does try and do. Shrey Suki over on the far side, the offside flag's up. Of course, the superhero Santino Morea still out injured. I was speaking to him earlier. He's hoping to be back next week. Dino Morea trying to thread a ball through, ends up getting it out wide to Shrey Suki. That's an intelligent bit of football. but they've picked it up again, the Daredevils. Here comes Sailesh Lakhani. Sailesh Lakhani running rings around them at the moment, and it needed Adiraj Chadha to knock it out. Nikhil Pandey. They don't want to do anything silly here, the Daredevils. There's just 5 minutes to the break. Decent delivery, a good header from Dino Morea, very reliable in that situation. That's a nice touch as well. Is that a push from Nikhil Pandey? Referee says no, and there's the first real test. I can't recall Rohan Tupul having to do too much in this first half, other than, of course, score the only goal. He's trying it again. Likely not striking twice here at St Andrews in Bandra this evening. Adiraj. Back to Shrey Sukhi. To Dino Morea. They're looking good passing the ball around now, the superheroes, with the man advantage, but they're not showing anything in the final third as yet. That's a nice run down the far side, and the cross comes in from Mikhail Kashwani, who's on a yellow card, remember. They'll get the corner out of this. Now, are they going to be bold and throw numbers forward here? It appears there's only one man staying back, and that's Shrey Sukhi. The rest of them are in the area trying to get on the end of it. They get it to the edge. Mikhail for the shot, deflected, and it's going to bounce wide. And it'll be another, well, I think it's just about a kick in, but Mikhail Kashwani again. This time Dino Morea is going to try and get on the end of this, I think. Oh, Adiraj just wide. The signals come to maybe replace now as a Bhakti here, the leading goal scorer this season for the Superheroes with 3. Has not had the strongest start to a game. About to be introduced is Devin Chandy. Here they come again, Adiraj. Well, wouldn't it be a sight now if they can equalise just before half time? Adiraj meets a brick wall, and the time is ticking here. Only 3 minutes to half time, and it's still the Superheroes 0, Daredevils 1. In a game that's being played at a really fast and aggressive pace. Over the top, flag stays down, but there's too much on it. And Rohan Tupul won't be in a rush to take this goal kick, I fancy. Clearance is a long one. Coast to coast. It is kicking from hand. There's nothing wrong with that from Rohan Tupul, but they judge it's safe for getting an outfield player to clear. I suppose if you're playing with 7 men and you can get plenty of distance guaranteed from the floor, maybe that is the right move, but you always, as we've seen so far this season across all 3 divisions, leave yourself open to offside problems if you're having an outfield player taking the goal kicks. Mikhail Kaswani. Squared in the middle to Rahul P. Kumar, hit the crossbar early on in the first half, remember. Dino Morea. Dino Morea pulls the trigger! Oh, what a save that is! Rohan Tupul, that was destined for the back of the net. And Rohan Tupul keeps his side in front just with the final seconds of the first half ticking away. Adiraj. And that will go through to Rohan Tupul. That was a stunning save, by the way. Save of the night so far. So, it's a first half that's seen a red card to Tarang Manjaswar for 2 yellows. It's seen the crossbar struck by Rahul P. Kumar, and it's seen a world-class save from Rohan Tupul moments ago from the shot by Dino Morea. But the goal, when it came early in the half, inside the first 10 minutes, when Rohan Tupul, kicking from hand, went coast to coast. In a moment, the Jasmine Magoo in goal for the Superheroes, who want to forget as quickly as is humanly possible. Still a chance, another lap before the break. Oh, he's pushed it wide. Jordan Titus, it seemed easy to score. He smashes the post with his foot in frustration. And they've still got 25 minutes left, but I wonder if the Superheroes are starting to think it might not be their night here. Headed across well by Shrey Sukhi to Dino Morea, but he's been bullied out of this. And they just about... Well, how's that not a corner? How's that not a corner? Oh, he's given the goal kick. Jasmine Magoo. Dina Maria. Well, they seemingly have got time to launch one more attack here. It's only a matter of seconds. They're ending the first half strong, but they're still showing they're a little bit susceptible at the back. Strong header away for the Daredevils by Abhishek Param Swaran. Oh, there's a slip here, big chance. Oh, he got the first touch right, but left the ball behind him, Adarad Shada. So at half-time, the Superheroes trail by a goal, but they'll play the remaining 25 minutes against 7 men. Half-time here at St Andrews, Superheroes 0, Daredevils 1. In the last game of the night this Thursday in the 2019 Bodog Roots Premier League Bandra North Division. Stay with us, the second half is next.
Mic up.
Welcome back live, second half of what should be a fascinating 20, 35 minutes. It's straight in. Can they equalise off the break? Oh, there's a huge coming together there. And the free kick goes the way of the Daredevils. And the keeper, who's the hero of the hour for the Daredevils so far, one world-class save from Dino Moreira in the first half. And, of course, the goal that separates the teams at the moment. He's down and he looks hurt. The back of his head, the physios are running on. And, of course, this all just ticks some more seconds away. But there's no suggestion. He's definitely hurt here. He's in a bad way. What a game he's having, Rohan Tupul. Yeah, but a sensational night, really, while we have this break in play. Run you through what's happened so far. We started the evening with a 1-0 win for the Kings against the West Coast Sharks. Hard-fought encounter. The Bombay Titans blew away FC Bandra by 6-1, including the first hat-trick of the season across any of the divisions, scored by Uzal Patankar, who completed the hat-trick right on full time from the penalty spot. And in the previous game to this, well, talk about intensity. A red card in that one as well. Plenty of aggression. And Liverpool's dropped points for the first time this season, only coming up with a 1-1 draw against the Warriors, who scored a controversial equaliser in the first half. And the Liverpool's unable to get past 7-man Warriors in the second stanza. So, well, it's not a concern because it comes right at the start of the half, but nonetheless, they won't want this injury today to go on too much longer. The coaching team of the superheroes, I think, a bit upset about that. Muhammad Ali and Samir Khan are just encouraging the referee to make sure he's not time wasting. I'm pretty sure he isn't, and of course now he's dazed. There is a free kick off the back of this to the Daredevils, so we'll get some respite. It's not as if they've got to face a corner after this. The Kings, of course, now level on points with Liverpool's at the top of the table. The Daredevils here looking for their second win of the season, and of course, as we mentioned, Liverpool's looking for their first, and they've got to do it the hard way. I don't think we've seen any game this season so far when a team's led at half-time and been beaten, but this will be a candidate for the first time. Oh, the header comes in, the flag is up against Piyush Murali. It wouldn't have counted, but they're using the height of Piyush Murali to great effect on those set pieces. Just under 3 minutes gone in this second half. He's still feeling the back of his head. He certainly felt that, Rohan Tupul. The goal kick to be taken by Rahul Sachdev, who goes very long. And now the superheroes had a 3-on-2 if they could have got it through. Just at the moment, obviously huge changes in personnel with the very nature of the auction and draft system of player recruitment here, but the champions from last season, a shadow of the side that dominated last campaign. So competitive this though, you wouldn't rule anything out at this stage. Liverpool's certainly looking strong, but plenty of football still to be played. That's hacked clear by Piyush Murali. No nonsense defending. Oof, big coming together there between Chitad Rajwani and Rahul P. Kumar. Daredevils have Abhishek Paramaswaran over to take it. Here's Abhishek. Piyush Murali always the target in these situations. Abhishek, Piyush Murali. It's headed away and they've got a man out there, the superheroes. They could be at the races here. It's 2-on-2. Bodies are writhing all over the place. Can the cross come in? Oh, it's wasted. Goal kick.
What is this, ref?
Rahul Sachdev going for distance. Dino Moreira with a firm header. That's a mismatch between Murali and Chadha. Great to see the two sets of owners embracing at half-time despite the pressured atmosphere here. Muhammad Ali, Samir Khan, Wasim K and Gautam, along with Manu Kohli, great examples of the spirit of team ownership. Here's Rahul Sachdev. Oh, he's been brought down there.
Come on, quick boys, quick!
Foul by Adraj Chadha. He's going to be talked to by the referee. I don't think it's going to be a card, but it might be a warning. A reminder for the superheroes, Mikhail Kathwani is on a yellow. Well, Jordan Titus, I think he fancies blasting this. It's only a two-man wall, and the referee's going to bring them back. Titus! Never ever dipping down low quickly enough. Well, this game's only going to get more pressured the longer it stays at 1-0 in favour of the Daredevils, with the Daredevils playing with 7. But even though they've had the better of it since the red card, the superheroes, they're not really playing like a team that are playing against 7 men. It's been a bit more even than that. The Daredevils themselves have created a couple of half chances. Dina Morea, strong header. Jordan Titus, first time over the top. He was looking for the man up front, who is Devin Chandy, who replaced Nauza Bapti. Surprising that Bapti's been hooked. He's about to come back on though as I speak of him. The man who's got 2 goals already this season. Good cross, Dina Morea with his knee back to his keeper. Jordan Titus trying to move it quickly. Now it comes to Rahul P. Kumar. It's a vain chase for Dev Chandy. Dev Chandy off to be replaced by Nauza Bapti, refreshed after that little breather just before the end of the first half. He was taken off and he's straight into the action. Nauza Bapti, nice one touch. Gets it to Mikhail Kaswani. Good defending once again. And the Daredevils have survived another minute. Still about 17 of them to go as I check the time with our official, with our scoreboard broken. Can you check the time with the ref for me, please, guys? Ref? Still 18 minutes to go. We've played 7 minutes of this second half. Rahul Sachdev insisting that Nauza Bapti is back, and I think he is back the required. Oh, he slipped there, and this could come to Nauza Bapti. And all of a sudden, Jordan Titus might pull the trigger! Another save, Rohan Tupul. Well, if they go on to win this, he's going to be man of the match for sure, Rohan Tupul. The first save from Dina Morea in the first half was world class. That was decent, and of course he's got the goal. And the superheroes now getting on to the referee's back about this time wasting. It's a tricky thing for the referees to manage. By and large, I think they do it quite well. Over to take it for the Daredevils is Abhishek Paramaswaran. Abhishek's delivery. Deep, looking for Pyash, it's missed hit, and it'll be a goal kick. Dina Morea. Nauza Bapti in the middle. Rohan Tupul with a monstrous clearance again. That's not exactly how he scored, but the clearance and the occasion he scored obviously went dead centre, and the bounce fooled Jasmine Magoo, can only fumble it over the line and into the net. Nauza Bapti waiting to get on the end of something in the middle. Nauza Bapti, it's over his head. Well kept in initially. That's really good work. Brilliant work by the superheroes man, Mikhail. Dina Morea kept the ball down, but he didn't keep it straight. And Wasim Gautam and Manu Kohli getting ferocious on the bench. Interesting that the Daredevils captain Nikhil Pandey is off the field at the moment. Looks like he's not too far away from being reintroduced. Jordan Titus doing well to win that. So, puts another free kick to the Superheroes, is it? Which way is this gone? Which way is this gone? It's a little bit of confusion, but it's the Superheroes that bring it away. Jordan Titus, very busy. Oh, lovely backfield. Delightful, delightful. Adiraj gets it to Mikhail. Mikhail Kaswani pushed out wide. They've done a good job of getting back at the Daredevils, and that'll be a goal kick. It's a good call from the referee. Last touch came off Mikhail, and he knew it as well. To his credit, no complaints there from Mikhail Kaswani. Mikhail Kaswani will now be replaced by Dev Chandy, which is a rather attacking-minded move. Good game, Mikhail Kaswani. I'm sure he'll be back on before the 50 minutes are up. We've still got 14 of them to go. That goal kick, looking out on the right-hand side for Chiraj Rajwani. Now Zabapti. Oh, he just delayed the pass a little bit too long, and now Pires Murali. Oh, that was really strong work. Really strong work there from Rahul P. Kumar. And Silas Lakhani, maybe a bit lucky not to go in the book for that. Credit to the Superheroes man, Rahul P. Kumar, for not complaining. Now, Dev Chandy just come off the bench. Can he equalise or at least put in a winning ball here? They're playing a high line. Are the Superheroes. Headed away well as well by Rahul Sachdev. Now they're saying that's going out for a corner, and Jordan Titus is straight over to take it. Well, the first mistake from Rohan Tupul, he could have probably kept that in if he'd have been a bit more sharp. But when you scored a goal and made two fantastic saves, one of which is probably the best save we've seen all season, difficult to be critical. You're watching Thursday Night Football. It's the fourth and final match of the night from the 2019 Bodog Roots Premier League Week 3 programme here in the BANDRA North Division. Yesterday it was BANDRA South. Tomorrow we're back on air live on the One Play social media network, our broadcast partners with the Juhu Division. 3 games coming to you back-to-back from 6:45 p.m. IST. Our broadcast partners One Play, our branding partners at the Flag Company, our hydration partners at Miqua, and of course, not forgetting the Royal Pressery, our official beverage partner. This marvellous advertisement for sport in India and in Mumbai in particular, India's most vibrant city, Bandra. A great place to be here on Wednesday and Thursday nights, and of course we move to Juhu for Fridays. Well, Jordan Titus got muscled out of it. Well won back by Adiraj. Kumar. And now they go back to Rohan Tupul, and there's been a few slipping over in that penalty area tonight. I'm sure when we get late in the day there's a bit of dew and moist that start appearing. It's certainly very humid here, as you'd expect in India at 25 to 11 on a Thursday evening. Dino Morea, we know he can pull the trigger. He's come close to scoring, as indeed did Rahul P. Kumar here at the crossbar moments before Rohan Tupul gave the Daredevils their early lead. And a reminder, they've been playing the best part of half an hour, or more than half an hour I should say, with 7 men, the Daredevils, and it's to their credit that the Superheroes still haven't looked much the best. Can they hold out though for the full 50? Superheroes have scored in both their games this season. The Daredevils without a clean sheet all campaign. Dev Chandy gets that wrong. And that was a late challenge from Rahul P. Kumar on Chirag. He gets away with it, but the Superheroes now starting to get a little frustrated. Jordan Titus. Now Zabapti's been very quiet tonight, and that'll do. The Daredevils smash it out of play, and we're now down to just over 10 minutes to play. Dino Morea. Out wide to the right hand side. Lovely pass from Morea. The cross takes the deflection for a corner. And at what point they're going to twist here? I think they're sending all bar one forward. They're going to leave one player back. Comes out to Adiraj on the edge of the area. Nice footwork! And he pulls the trigger, but it's wide to the left post of Rohan Tupul. Referee Raj is quite rightly making sure that goal kick is taken quickly. over to take it now. I'm not sure that's too genuine because they've left it to Kabir Seth when... Not Kabir Seth, apologies. They've left it to Dean Donald when Rahul Sachdev's been taking most of them. I'm sure that'll be going on for the last 10 minutes. Rahul P. Sachdev, oh, it's come out to an orange shirt again. Nice touch from Shiraj Rajwani. And that's good chasing down as well. Really good pressure from the Daredevils, Silesh Lakhani. Dino Morea, driving force, takes it into Daredevils territory. Another brilliant tackle, this time from Rahul Sachdev. Dino Morea on the ground, keeper saved it for a corner. Well, there is an argument for doing what Dino Morea is doing, which is shooting at every opportunity, because if you get it on target, there's always a second phase chance to come out of it. He's forced two good saves out of the keeper now. The trouble the Daredevils have is they've got everyone back, which is fair enough, I suppose, playing with 7, but it just means they're going to have to entertain wave after wave of attack. It's very difficult to see them doing anything offensively. Having said that, Dino Morea is in a bit of trouble as hassling him is Shiraj Rajwani. Keeper can't pick that up, and I think that was a sensible play from Rahul Sachdev. It would have been deemed a back pass. Kick in though, when they're over there, they're as good as corners. They take it quickly. Superhero, still time. They don't really need to panic just yet. And by panicking and moving the ball quickly, you see what's happened as we now go down to the final 8 minutes. Now Zabapti gets the flick on, but only Dean Donald there, and he gratefully clears it for the Daredevils. Passion by the benches here is incredible. I mean, it does borderline sometimes as that latest effort from the Superheroes goes over from Mikhail Kaswani. It does borderline sometimes a little bit over the top, but one thing that's really impressed me, I'm coming to the end of my 3-week stay here, the passion, the dedication and the professionalism with which the league is run, and in terms of the passion and the commitment, not just from the organisers and the support team at the Bodog Roots Premier League, but also the players. Yes, occasionally it might get a little bit much, the criticism of the referees, and hopefully that'll improve as the season goes on. But, you know, it proves that everybody cares here. It's played at such a high tempo, such passion, such spirit. And Vaswani gets it back, Mikhail Vaswani gets it to Devchandi. Devchandi tries to curl one in. Jordan Titus was entitled to make a play for that, I fancy. Now the time is really ticking away, 7 minutes. And having criticised them for panicking 3 or 4 minutes ago, in about another 3 minutes I'll be telling them to panic. Last season's league winners, the champions last season, the Superheroes, yet to win a game unless a miracle happens in the last 7 minutes here after 3 games, and at the moment being beaten 1-0 by the Daredevils, who've been playing. Oh, what a shot that is, and another save from Rohan Tupul, who've been playing the vast majority of the game with 7 men, having seen an early first half red card for 2 yellows to Tarang Manjaswar. Rohan Tupul, if he's just joining us, got the goal, went coast to coast, the goalkeeper. So as well as being the goal scoring match winner, he's almost in addition the match winner for some of the saves he's made. Made a couple of pearlers, and he'll be man of the match even if... Oh, just wide! Well, I was going to say he'll be man of the match even if the Superheroes do come up with a draw. Dean Donald back to take the free kick. Piyush Murali. Through it goes. That was a nice touch, and it's hit the hand. That will suit the Daredevils, give them a chance to force the Superheroes back, and that appears to be their tactic at the moment. Just make sure the ball goes as far up the other end of the field as possible. Mikhail Kaswani back on, as you noticed. He could be a figure in these final minutes. Rahul Sachdev passes it straight back to Jasmine Magoo, who, in contrast to his opposite number, will be having nightmares about the goal he conceded. Rohan Tupul's kick from hands, bounce once. It seemingly fell into the keeper's hands innocuously, and then he just let it slip through. Delivered into the middle. Oh, big challenges coming in there. Puyash Murali, like a fair shoulder-shoulder challenge to me, but the referee rules in the favour of Shrey Suki. Mikhail Vaswani rested after that little moment on the bench. Oh, he's sort of putting the trigger there, and again, not the worst idea. I get where Chirag's coming from there. Dino Morea can't really fault him from the goal. I think he's had a solid game. Dino Morea through to Jordan Titus. The clock is a ticking here. Let me check with our fourth official how long to go. Just 4 minutes remaining. It comes through. Oh, the touch from Devchani, just a little bit too heavy. He's gone for it again here, Rohan Tupul. Mike Vaswani. Nice footwork, and he's got the better of Chirag there brilliantly. Mikhail Vaswani, can he square it? He can. But again, there's a Daredevil there to clear it. Let me remind you of the results of our 4 games tonight. The 3 previous matches we've had, and they've been 3 crackers. The Kings beating the West Coast Sharks by a goal to 0. We had the Bombay Titans demolishing FC Bandra 6-1. We've seen the 100% record of the live pools go. They were held to a 1-1 draw against the 7-man of the Warriors. And in our final game of the night, 3 minutes away from the Superheroes falling to their 2nd defeat of the season. Last season's champions, having already lost the live pools. They're playing against 7 men here, but they haven't found the equaliser so far. The Daredevils lead by a goalkeeper's goal to 0. Rohan Tupul going coast to coast after kicking out of hand with a mistake from Jasmine Magoo. Another chance as well to thank our sponsors, of course, Bodog, the title sponsor of the Bodog Roots Premier League. One Play, the social media network that carries these pictures all around the world, that just adds to the professional feel of this excellent footballing and sporting initiative in Mumbai. Thanks to the Flag Company, our branding partner. Thanks to Mikwa and the Raw Pressery. Mikwa, our hydration partner. Great water from them, and Raw Pressery, the official beverages of the 2019 Bodog Roots Premier League. Reminder, tomorrow 6:45 PM we'll be at Juhu for 3 games live in the Juhu division. John Chatria and myself for that. And they're running out of ideas here, the Superheroes, and they're down to the final couple of minutes. Congratulations as well to the first hat-trick man of the season across the 3 divisions, Uzar Patankar, with a hat-trick in that 6-1 win. Now Zabapti trying to encourage the troops. There's been frustration all round on the bench, and now all of a sudden they found Chirag in some space. Dino Morea should be able to mop this up. Through the middle it goes, headed on. Dean Donald, what a game he's had. Well, no question, Rohan Tupul's got to be the man of the match, I think, whatever happens from here, but Dean Donald's been excellent as well. Mikhail Vaswani, he goes down wanting a free kick, nothing doing, and the Daredevils put the Superheroes back into their own territory again. If you are just joining us, the Daredevils playing with 7 due to Tarang Manjaswar picking up 2 yellow cards inside the first 15 minutes. Final seconds now. Is there one last push to steal an equaliser here? We had a late equaliser in one of our games last night. Oh, he's done it again, Tupul, and they've cleared it off the line. Somehow it stays out. Well, a combination of Tupul and a stunning clearance from Rahul Sachdev keeps the 1-goal lead intact. How on earth have the Superheroes not scored? And I don't think they're going to. Referee looks at his watch. Rohan Tupul and Rahul Sachdev with a last gasp piece of sensational defending to deny the Superheroes once again. Oh, that was a late challenge. That'll be a free kick. That was a little bit naughty from Priyash Murali, I think it was. Last chance salute now for the Superheroes. Can they level it up? Mikhail Vaswani misses with the header. They may get the kick in though. It's gone the way of the Superheroes. Mere seconds remaining. Now Zabopti's over to take it. Oh, the Daredevil's going to see this out. Mikhail Vaswani pulls the trigger. It goes a mile wide, and Piyush Murali heads it clear. And what a game performance from the Daredevils. A goalkeeper scores the winner. They play with 7 men for the best part of 3/4 of an hour, maybe a little less. And their goalkeeper, as well as scoring the goal, makes some world-class saves. Man of the match by a mile, Rohan Tupul. Having the second time in 3 games. Last season's champions are beaten. It's finished here. Superheroes 0, Daredevils 1. Goodbye from all the One Play Sports team, and we look forward to you joining us tomorrow at 6:45 IST from Jehu for more 2019 Bodog Roots Premier League action. Good night.